So, hi there. So today we're gonna dive into something that could make or break how you approach your business. Understanding the difference between branding, marketing, and sales. Each of these has a specific role in building a successful business, but often they are misunderstood or misused. If you've ever struggled with getting leads, standing out, or simply making a sale, this might just be what you need to hear. Let me take you back to the early days of my career. Like many of you, I started in sales. I was working for a software company, and my main goal is find clients, prospect, lead, and convert. I was the one putting in all the effort, from cold calls to networking, sending out emails, and basically trying to convince anyone to give me 5 minutes of their time. But here's the struggle. I didn't have a brand. I was just a person trying to make a sale, and I felt it in every interaction. It was challenging. I had to explain who I was and why they should trust me every single time. I had no reputation that would speak for me. I was invisible in a world where credibility is everything. And at that time, I didn't even know what a personal brand was or why it mattered. And then I thought maybe I need to learn digital marketing. So I jumped into SEO, Google Ads, and social media ads, learning every possible way to get people to see our products. And while those techniques help bring people to our door, I quickly hit another wall. So people still didn't know who I was or why they should trust me. And again, I was just a stranger on the internet asking for their time, and building credibility was a constant, battle. It wasn't until I started focusing on my personal brand 5 years ago, crafting my identity, understanding what I stood for, and aligning it with my values. And then things started to shift. I became more than just someone trying to sell them something. My brand spoke for me, and it changed everything. People started coming to me instead of me chasing them down, and the difference was really night and day. So now, let's break down these concepts. First, there's branding. So branding is more than a logo or, say, a catchy tagline. Branding is your identity. It's really the emotions people feel when they interact with you or your business. Think about the brands you trust, the ones that come to mind immediately when you think of quality or reliability. So why do you trust them? It's not just because they have great products. It's because they have built a presence and a story that resonates with you. When I say branding is your identity, I mean it's the sum of your product quality, business model, visuals, values, and basically everything. Imagine meeting someone with a strong sense of character and personality. They don't need to try too hard to tell you who they are. You just get it from how they carry themselves. That's branding. When you have a solid brand, it's like walking into a room and people already have a sense of who you are, what you stand for, and what they can expect from you. Apple, for instance, doesn't need to convince us they are innovative or quality driven. We just know it because their brand, years of meticulous design, top-notch product delivery, and a commitment to creativity speaks for itself. So that's the power of a brand. By the way, before continuing, I'd like to mention my newest course, Sales 101 and Digital Marketing, to help you boost your brand and sales conversion. Click the link in the description box to learn more. Let's now talk about marketing. So marketing, on the other hand, is the vehicle. So the way to get your brand in front of people. So marketing includes everything you do to raise awareness of your business, your product, or your service. They are the tools, the techniques, and the platforms that drive visibility. Like SEO, ads, social media, email, all of these are marketing. So now think of a marketing like the engine in a car. So without it, you're not going anywhere. But the engine alone is not enough. If the car doesn't look trustworthy or feel like a good fit, so people won't get in. So marketing gets you seen, but it doesn't always get you chosen. It is the brand that builds that trust, that silent reassurance of you know me or you can trust me. Let's take another example, Coca-Cola. They invest billions in marketing every year. So from ads to sponsorships to stay visible. But the reason it works is because Coca-Cola has an iconic brand. So the marketing brings it to your attention. But it's the brand, that feeling of joy, celebration, and connection they have cultivated. So that keeps you coming back. And finally, there is sales. So sales is the action. It's a direct effort to convert someone from prospect to customer. Sales can be outbound or inbound. But at its core, it's about convincing someone to take action. Now, here's where branding and marketing tie in. So if your brand is strong and your marketing is effective, so sales becomes easier. It's no longer about convincing someone to trust you. It's simply guiding them through a decision they are already leaning towards. Imagine sales without a brand. It's really tough. It's like being the person at that networking event who has introduced themselves repeatedly, established credibility, and asked for a meeting. It's a grind. But when you have a brand, sales becomes less about persuasion and more about clarity. Helping someone see how what you offer fits what they're already looking for. And that brings me back to my story. So once I had a brand, I stopped having to explain myself in every call or every email and every meeting. People began reaching out to me already interested because they knew my brand. And here's the game changer. So that brand did more than just bring in leads. It brought in people who were already primed to trust me. So imagine that instead of proving myself over and over, my brand told the story. It showed my values, my expertise, and what I stood for. And I can't emphasize enough how much that transformed my work. So branding gave me leverage, marketing gave me reach, and sales became the natural outcome.